morning everybody, and welcome to the GSM's Pride. So I don't know what mischief we're going to get up to this week, because this week is going to be a really jam-packed week for me. I've got quite a lot of things going on. We got the Maverick in town today. I've got to go to Dallas for a grassroots not convention meeting with Ford. Then we've got a Bronco event on Friday, so I don't really know what I'm going to post yet. So keep posted. I'm going to put up some stuff for sure, but I'm not really sure what kind of order I'm going to do it in and all that kind of stuff. So just bear with me. So whatever we do will be good content, but I'm not really sure what we're going to put up. So I'll see you all in a bit. So Corey and I had some fun. We actually went out to Dallas for the Ford meeting. What they call it is the Ford Grassroots meeting. And basically what it is it's really just to sit down with all the dealer body in our actual region. So they break it down by the regions. They have obviously West, East, North, and then Central, which we include in the South. Hence the reason it being in Texas. Basically what they do there is they get a lot of feedback from the dealer body, and then also they tell us about future things that are coming out and show us things that they want to do in the near future and then the extended future. My expectations before I went actually were very limited. I didn't really know what I was going to expect to see. I was kind of taken back when I first got there, and it was more like a convention to start with, where we got to see vendors from the different sections within Ford and what they are providing to the dealers. And then we got into the general session, which was the most impressive part, where we actually got to see Ford's progression and what they're planning on doing in the near future. The great thing about Ford is we've currently got a really fresh line of vehicles, with more to come, I might add. But you know, we've got the Mach-E that's released now, which is going to be a really big player in our future for specifically for the electric market. We've got the Bronco, the big body Bronco, which is, once that finally gets here, that's going to be an immense lineup for us. The Bronco Sport, which is an absolutely phenomenal little car that has a lot of off-road capabilities, but all around our lineup's pretty good. Obviously I could sit here and talk all day about the F-150, because the F-150, 44 years straight, #1 selling truck. What more do I have to say about that truck? And in fact, I'm driving one right now, and the 2021, the new body style, is absolutely out of this world. So one thing we did get to see, we actually got to see in person finally, was the F-150 Lightning. Now, at first, when that first came out, I was kind of apprehensive of, oh, what's this really going to do? But when you've got a truck that size, that weight, that can do 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds, I think anyone's going to turn around and take another look. Not to mention, the styling's awesome. It looks great. It does so many other things. You can actually power your entire house for 36 hours on the 12,000 kilowatt battery if you had a power outage. That's pretty impressive. But not to mention just the fact that I can't wait to get my hands on that to drive it, because I can only imagine what that feels like. So one thing I do want to touch on, I can't say too much because a lot of it's confidential from Ford. However, I will tell you this, the future is very bright for Ford. By 2030, Ford will have 50% of their lineup fully electric. Not talking hybrid, I'm talking fully electric. So that means we're going to have an electric vehicle for every model. So just keep that in mind. That may give you a little bit of a hint what's coming. But on the flip side of that is Ford's very much a dealer body dealer group. Basically what that means is their new philosophy is forward together, and what that basically means is there are manufacturers out there right now that are literally going straight to the model of direct to consumer, kind of like Tesla. Volvo have just done it also. Ford have guaranteed the dealer body that we will not be going to that. Purely the reason being is, if you go back in history, Henry Ford was the one that actually started the dealer bodies in the first place, and they are going to keep that going, and they really believe that dealers are an integral part of the way that they sell vehicles. So that coming there is going to be huge, but the connectivity side from the vehicles specifically, that's going to just blow your mind. So we're going to be able to track vehicles before they even get sold. You're going to be able to unlock and lock your vehicle before it even gets sold. There's just so many things that are coming down the pipeline that are going to be so good. And not to mention, for the fleet side, a lot of those telematics are coming into the fleet side, which is going to be really good for our fleet clients. They're actually going to be able to use that software. A couple of things that really came out of it for me personally, this wasn't really sales side, this was all service and parts, but Ford have actually really decided to listen to what the dealers are saying. Moving forward, they've announced there will be no more surprise audits. If we get an audit, we'll know about it coming in the future, which I think is really big. They talked about that they really wanted to get to a point of trust between the dealer body and the manufacturer. So it's not like they're just going to come on us and try and take money and vice versa. So I thought that was really good out there. The service side, there's a lot of good things coming. So the asset program, which I really want to point out, if you are out there looking for a job as a tech, come see me, because the asset program is going to be really cool for the Ford. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. There's a lot of footage there and a lot of images for you to take a peek at. One thing I did want to touch on real quick is we actually have a Ranger outside. There's a 1986, a fully custom, and we took some shots of that, so take a look at that. So that's it for this week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed my trip to Dallas. You know, what's kind of cool is I'm really surprised. Well, let me take that back. I wouldn't necessarily say surprised, but I'm really excited about the future for Ford specifically. You know, obviously there was a lot of stuff that we couldn't mention that we were told was confidential during that meeting, but let me tell you, I'm really excited about the stuff that's coming out. You know, we got to see quite a few of the new models. There's going to be, I hope I'm not treading on toes here, but I don't think I am. There's going to be the new all new Expedition coming out next year, which was really cool looking. We got to see the Ford F-150 Lightning finally in person, which is absolutely that thing's unreal. I actually be tempted to buy one of those myself. But then we also got to see the E-Transit that's going to be out next year. So Ford's really pushing hard for the electric vehicles. We're going to, by the 2030, we'll have 50% of our lineup will be all electric, which is really cool. So if you're not on board with electric in the car business, you better be, because it's coming. But again, I hope you really enjoyed that. I've got a lot of new stuff coming. I'm really excited about the future with Ford specifically. Over on this side, I'm going to put up another video. On this side, I'll put up my subscription for the GSM's Pride, and up in the top corner, I'll put up the subscription for the Lou Fuse Ford page. As always, push that post notification button so you can get the notifications when I post a new video. Subscribe to the page, and I'll see you all next week.